trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Time. Driving trains, taking the stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK Sim Gaming. CK Sim Gaming. Time. CK Sim Gaming. CK Sim Gaming. Driving through stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK Sim Gaming.
We're back again for another stream. Back in Flight Simulator 2024. This time somewhere a little bit different. Oh, and I should turn off my tablet. How are you all? Hope you're all well. Some of you might have recently just been watching me in a drifting stream over at Uzbekistan, but now we're going to be somewhere different. As the stream title says, we're in Cairo now. We're going to be doing a flight over Cairo. See if we can see the pyramids. And see if my balloon will actually go near the pyramids. I've just put the balloon randomly down in a field somewhere, and we'll see how that goes. Just have a walk around. My balloon hasn't actually been inflated just yet. Well, it will be soon. Just having a quick look around the area. So we're kind of in the northern area of Cairo, and I'm hoping that the winds will blow us in a southerly direction over towards the pyramids. If not, this might not be the stream that you hope for. Anyway, you can see some nice palm trees about here. I've got live time and live weather on. It's only 2 hours difference in Cairo, so it's about 2:54 in the afternoon there. Hello, Katie. I was going to, as I said, mention Blackpool, but I didn't have any of the scenery installed for Blackpool because I'd removed it again yesterday. So I didn't have any of the Blackpool scenery installed, so I thought, well, if I try and do a stream straight away over Blackpool, there isn't really going to be a lot to see, apart from probably the tower itself. And as Artful Jamie had mentioned the pyramids in Cairo, I thought, well, actually, that's not a bad idea. I've not really flown over the pyramids before, and normally in the sim, whenever I've flown to Cairo, it's normally been quite smoggy. Anyway, let's get into the balloon itself, and we'll start adding a little bit of gas to the proceedings, and then we'll be ready to go. Well, we would be if I actually remembered how to turn it on. It's a little bit hard to see everything in here. Right, I think we need to put all of these on. You can just about see these little handles down there that I have to click on to and then I think we have to go in here, and then we have to turn these on, and then click on these little buttons here. No, not that one, this one. There we go. Then we get some flames, and then we should be ready to rumble. Now we just need to add a little bit of gas and set fire to the grass. Because I mean, that would be what would happen in reality. The grass would be set on fire now. We'd be combusting the all the plants and everything around us. But never mind. I can promise that I didn't do any of these balloon flights in California recently. Right. Let's see. Cannot even see the. Hopefully, as the balloon will will start to. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully, we'll be able to get this balloon sitting a bit more upright in a minute. There we are. We're going to get there. Let's wait until the basket is sitting at a nicer angle. It's very, very bright here. There we are. Let's see. Let's add a little bit more. Right, there we go. I think we're almost going to be sitting upright soon. Come on, balloon. You can do it. There we are. It's getting better. Still not exactly. It might be the wind that's pushing it a little bit. Right, let's just see if I can. I might have added a little bit too much there. Right. I think what I'll do is I'll just let him go in a minute. So I'm going to release the anchor, and then that will make him shoot off. There we go. Off we go. Got there in the end. Right, we'll have to see what happens if we actually end up going over the pyramids. Just going to keep an eye out. I did put the envelope quite high in heat, so we'll probably climb for a little bit. I think we're heading in the right direction, more or less, though, but we'll keep an eye out as we go. Oh, I can see the pyramids. They're over there, look. There they are. They're right in the distance. I don't know if we're heading towards them or not. But anyway. I mean, you wouldn't want me to land on top of them, would you? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to probably just try and go as close as I can to the pyramids and then just land near them. But maybe if I'm close enough, I can do my avatar and actually walk over to the pyramids. Might be able to climb the pyramids, won't we? The avatar might be able to climb up the and get into trouble, because you're not supposed to do that in reality. But it's not exactly a strong wind, is it? It could be a while before we get near. But we'll have enough gas today, that's for sure. As long as we don't start going in the opposite direction, I don't mind. I'm surprised Cairo isn't a photogrammetry city, actually. Although I don't know if that would be a good or a bad thing, to be honest. Surprised there's no boats about either. Thought there might have been a few ships on the river. Well, you'd see the name tags from them in, but never mind. Just keep an eye on the height here. I think we'll go quite close to them. I think. Zoom that map out. There we go. I think if I'd have taken off over there somewhere, I think we would have been more or less heading straight towards them. But we're still kind of heading towards them anyway, so I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to get super close to them or not. But as I said, we're not going super fast either, so it might take a little while to get there. I was hoping to do this stream for about an hour, so till about 2 o'clock, and then I was going to go off and have some lunch, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get near to the pyramids in an hour. At least we can have a look at the city and the landscape as we go over. We're kind of on the outskirts of the city at the moment. Most of the city's in that direction over there. Let's see what I would look like to somebody on the ground. Better try and climb up a bit here. Don't want to go into some palm trees. As you can see, the AI cars basically act the same as they do in the other simulator. I think it's just the night lighting on the cars is a bit better at night with the headlights and things, but apart from that they still drive around weird. But so yeah, I don't think we're going to get super close to the pyramids, but as I said, I was making a guess. but in a way we'll probably go over a bit near to the city as well, so it'll be high. It does look like we're heading towards the pyramids now. Yeah, it looks like we're heading straight towards them. That's not bad. Originally it looked like we were heading over in that direction. Now it seems like we're actually heading towards the pyramids. So maybe I can land on them. Cause an international incident. Man in balloon lands on the pyramids. Hopefully I've got enough gas as well. Should have. Normally the gas seems to last about 2 hours, so I think we'll be all right. But this is more balloon weather, you know. Not crazy winds, although balloons tend to go up at sunset and sunrise, so apart from that. But yeah, it's a shame there's no boats. I think I've got the live traffic on for boats and planes, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to see some, well, even just some nameplates for some boats in the river, you know, so you could actually see some names of boats. But never mind. Let's go up to about 65 degrees. Now it looks like we're just going to be going to the other side of them, but as I said, we're going to be going quite close to them anyway, so it'd be nice if we can actually land quite close to them, but looks like we're drifting more towards the side. I might need to go up a little bit. Maybe it's when I get to a certain height the wind will push me more towards the pyramids. Might be just about getting to the right height. I forgot Uggy was having his bonds trimmed, yes. I'm going to try and stay at about 300 to 400 metres up, because it seems like when you get up to that height, we're now kind of moving back towards the pyramids again. So it looks like the wind at this level is kind of going in the direction towards the pyramids. We'll see how that goes. Although now I'm going up, it seems to be moving me over a bit to the other side, which is quite good maybe in a way. Maybe I can use it to like steer. If I want to go left, I go lower, and if I want to go right, I go higher. As I said, it's a shame about the shipping. I'm sure I've got it switched on. Too scared to look in the menu now. I need to increase the height again. Not going exactly super fast though either, are we? So might take a while to get there. I think we're doing about 12 to 15 kilometers an hour at the minute. As I said, I'm hoping that this stream will be for about an hour. So we'll see how close we get to the pyramids in that time. Besides, I can always use a bit of magic near the end if we're still not there. It was just mainly just to have a look to see what Cairo was like from the air, really. It's interesting over there, there's some like oil tanks or gas tanks, and obviously the Sims put them in as like round apartment buildings. Because it just sees a shape, doesn't know how to interpret it, so thinks, well, I'll just put some round buildings there. Right. This thing is really losing temperature quick. This is definitely working all right. I don't know what the temperature is in Cairo in a minute. That might be one reason why it's not smoggy. It might not be very warm there today. Or maybe it's depending on the winds coming off the desert. Maybe the winds are coming from a different direction today, so there's no like sand in the air. Because a lot of it's probably to do with sand, isn't it? Maybe certain times of year are worse, you know, like summer. Oh, can hear a police siren. It makes me think about when I was on the Empire State Building and you're looking off and you could hear all the sounds of the city around you. You could hear fire engine sirens, car horns beeping. Very well, a little bit bumpy, and over there seems to be like an industrial area, because I can see like a chimney with smoke coming off it. Egg bonks. gas in again. But yeah, looks like we're going to the left again. But you know, I'm hoping to get near to the pyramid. So even if we, you know, I wasn't. I mean, it'd have been nice to have got over near to the pyramids, but if not, no worries. Looks like we're coming over towards a populated area very soon. I don't know if that's the actual city. I think the city's kind of more. Well, we're getting near to the city. Well, it'd be interesting to see if there's any landmarks that they've got in. I don't think there was any world updates around Egypt and that, was there? I mean, there was the base game stuff that they put in, but apart from that, I mean, I know the pyramids and the Sphinx and that is there, but I don't know what other landmarks around the city they've got in. I mean, I'm surprised I don't see any airplanes flying around, so I think it must have turned off the real-time traffic thing. Perhaps. Let me just have I will have a quick look actually in the settings. Let's see if I've got it on. Data, online. Real-time online. Yeah, I've got it on. I've got it on there. Just make sure I've turned it on here as well. Air traffic ultra, sea traffic ultra. Yes, I've got them on. It's traffic airport quality is just static planes around the airport, so I have that turned off. Never mind. Not sure. I'm sure I've got live on. Just let me just check that as well. Make sure I've got live on. Real time, live weather. Yep. Yep, live. Yep. Traffic. Yep, everything. So, I don't know. No idea. Mysteries of the universe. Right. Oh, coming down quite quickly as well, so I need to put some gas back in. Bit like a bit of a traffic. Well, not so much of a traffic jam down there, but a little bit more in. We're still kind of heading towards them though. Just have a look on the map. Sometimes this map will show other planes on it. See if they show any other aircraft on it. Oh yeah, there are other aircraft flying around. Look, see. You can see them on here on the map. So obviously that's working. But not much in the way of shipping. But I guess a lot of the ships that operate around here won't have like things like transponders and things on them. They'll just be like, as I said yesterday, to some guy with a little boat with a little motor in it going across the river. It'd just be like commercial shipping, and I don't know. But you think like some of the tour ships, you know, that do sightseeing tours along the river would have like those sort of transponder things on them, wouldn't you? I mean, maybe if I looked on marine tracking now, you'd be able to see ships around Cairo on there. So I'm not sure why they're not showing on there. Maybe the servers are down again, you know, for all the data stuff. I don't know. Who knows? At least in 2020 I could have the other AI shipping package on, so at least you would have seen some ships going down the Nile and stuff. But then you wouldn't have this balloon, so I don't know, bit of a one or the other, isn't it, really? Although I do have a balloon in 2020, so it's not all at... I mean, another balloon I could always try in 2024 is that little balloon that has the little motor on it, so you can actually use it to steer. So you could kind of set it to sort of blow you in that sort of direction, so then it would counteract the wind, and then you could probably go towards the pyramids. But I haven't really learned how that balloon works. But you could probably use that one to steer towards the pyramids a bit more. Especially when the winds are light. I think if the winds are really strong, it doesn't really work very well, but then you shouldn't really be flying a balloon when it's really windy anyway. You know, that's why sometimes then balloon events get cancelled, because the wind goes up over a certain speed. They have to cancel it, don't they? That's why a lot of those balloon things they have on in the UK tend to be in the summer months. Quite early in the morning, you know, like at Bath and Bristol and all those other places, they have those balloon festivals. Used to enjoy seeing the balloons in Stockholm as well. In the summer months, go over every evening. And if the wind was in the right direction, then they'd launch quite near where you used to live, and then you'd see them fly over the city. I think in Turkey as well they do a lot of balloon flights, don't they, in the around Turkey? I think there's a lot of images you'll see that are sort of around in Turkey somewhere, where it's quite mountainous. Well, near some mountains. It's very nice scenery. Is that some... Oh. Where's the balloon? What have I done with it? Oh no! I forgot that I had the camera sort of like left. Don't know where my balloon's gone. You'd think you'd see it, wouldn't you? I guess it's it doesn't draw in until you're quite close to it. I can't find the balloon. I think it was in this direction somewhere, wasn't it? Where on earth is the balloon? I mean, you'd think you'd be able to see it. Where is it? Let me get back into the... Right, so we're... Right, okay, so there's the bridge over there. So we're... Okay. I've just got to try and work out where the balloon is. Let me put a little bit more gas in. It's coming down again. Right. Must be over here somewhere, aren't we? Why can't I see the balloon? What am I missing? Where's the balloon? I can't see it. It's like invisible. Is it below me? Oh dear. Hang on a second. Just add a bit more gas. Trying to work out where my balloon's gone. Because I come out to here, can't see it anywhere. Trying to find where my balloon is. I'm guessing it only appears when you're really close to it. Right, where is it? The mystery of the balloon. Let me try and move back to it on here. Oh, there we go. Right, here he is. You have to keep taking breaks, yeah. Around. Anyway, we're getting nearer to the pyramids anyway. We're kind of heading towards them, so it's not too bad. It's interesting why it's not putting all the houses in though. It's like half the houses are missing. But that could be my end where I kept changing the view and the camera position. But it might also be my settings, because I might have my buildings on medium, I think. Hang on a minute, let's just have a quick look at that. So I did turn them down the other day, just because I was messing about with stuff. There we go. Let's put buildings and trees back on ultra again. Because it won't matter so much for doing this. It's just I was turning down for flight, because I thought, well, all those things you don't really take no notice of anyway when you're flying over. I don't know if that will increase the amount of buildings down there or not. Doesn't seem to have made much difference at all, has it really? And again, apart from when I've just flown over in 2020 to land at Cairo airport, I haven't really taken notice of the buildings so much. Looks like a few more buildings have drawn in further away though, so it's probably the ultra setting, and settings have an impact on the distance that they get drawn in as well. Seems to be drawing more buildings in the distance now. But yeah, there's a bit of an area around there where you've got the photo tile of the buildings, but it's not actually put auto-gen buildings on top for whatever reason, and over there. So I'm guessing most of the city of Cairo is all where all those office blocks and apartment buildings are in the distance. I'm trying to see what height I need to be to try and steer more to the right. I'll have to learn how that balloon with the propeller works, because that'll come in handy, because then I could have then made it maybe go over in that direction more. But I think that's got an unlimited shelf life as well, because it's got a motor on it which I think is electricity powered, so I think once the battery runs out, that's it. There's quite a few heliports about as well. See if we can make it in there at a time. I was thinking about doing a Train Sim Classic stream at about 3 o'clock today, around that sort of time. I need to just find a reskin as well for one of the scenarios, which hopefully won't take me too long to get and put in. But I'm hoping that the wind will blow me more toward the pyramids, but just wondered what would happen if we went up a little bit higher. It seems to be still blowing me just to the side of the pyramids, which is fine. The wind speed's quite nice up here. It's about 20 kilometers an hour, which isn't super fast, but down on the ground level it's only about half that, so it's just weird hearing sirens and things. Still seems so far away. But I'll try and land as near to the pyramids as I can, and then I was going to run over there in avatar mode and climb to the top of one. See what it's like when you get close up. See if you can run up the side of the pyramid to the top, so I can stand at the top and look at the view. Looks like we are kind of heading towards them though. So I think if we can get quite close to them, that would be a good thing. I might just go up a little bit more. Just go up to about 400 meters just to see what the wind is doing there. See if it's going to blow me more towards the pyramids or if it's going to take me more over in that direction. Quite gusty up here. 1 minute the wind is 30 kilometers an hour, next minute it's 10, 15, 20. That's good. At this height it seems like the wind is taking me towards the pyramids more. I can try and keep at that sort of height. It's just the gusty winds. 1 minute is 25 kilometers, then 15 again. Oof. Oh yeah, that's at this height it's taking me over there. Okay. course, we're climbing quite rapidly now as well. Although the wind speed has increased, 35 kilometres now. I don't want to go too high up though. Don't like the look of that over there. Looks a bit ominous. What's that over there? Can hardly see it in the light though. I don't know if it's buildings or something. Some sort. Right, we should start coming back down soon. And hopefully we'll start turning more towards the pyramids again. Because at this height we seem to be going more in that direction. So we need to turn more to the right again. So I think it was about 350 feet up. Well, I'm just gonna release this a minute. Try and take some of the hot air out, just to make us fall a bit quicker. Just gonna add a little bit of gas in. Right, 300, 500. We should see the basket start to spin around more towards the pyramids again as we descend down. I think it's gonna turn us to the right in a minute. Yeah, we can kind of keep at about 350. See what happens when we go down to about 300. It might just be where the wind is in certain areas as well, so it might have just turned it this way, whether or not. Let's go down to 300. As you get lower, it does get a lot more breezy. Yeah, starting to see part of the pyramid showing up now. So we must have turned slightly more towards the pyramids again. Here we go. So it looks like we're heading back towards the pyramids again. Looks like a major road we're about to go over. Don't know what their markings are down there. Oh, maybe they're just buildings of some sort. Or they might just be where there's a field and they've only done bits of it. At least it looks happier today. Oh, no. Yeah, I think if I go down to about between 2 and 250, it seems like it turns me more towards the pyramid, so I'm going to try and lose a bit of height. Hope the new place isn't as dusty as here. Well, if it's smaller, you might be lucky. Right, anyway, I need to try and climb up a bit. At least we're still kind of heading towards the pyramids. At least it wasn't like I went way off course. That road looks well weird. I'll let you see the shadow of balloon now, that's cool. Getting nearer. Got some pylons around. I wasn't expecting to go right over the pyramids, but as long as we're generally going in the direction, that's the main thing. I didn't want to like start the stream and then find that we were going in the opposite direction, because yeah, wouldn't have been as good then. I mean, we're more or less going towards them. Just might still take a little while to get there. I'd say we're probably about halfway now from where we started, which was right over there on the other side of the river. So I'd say we're probably about halfway now. So how long has it taken me to get here so far? A while. Must be Cairo all over there. Has anybody here ever fancied going to the pyramids? It's nowhere that I've really fancied going myself. When I used to watch people, you know, videos where people had actually went to it, and it was all like, I don't know, it just didn't appeal to me so much anymore. It's like when you go to Paris, and I don't know, Paris doesn't really appeal to me either. And Venice is another one that sounds good on paper, but the reality is a bit different, isn't it? I suppose everywhere can be like that, really, can't it? Looks like we're moving in another direction again. Yeah, I suppose. I used to remember when the cruise ships used to come into Stockholm, and then during the summer you'd have like crowds of people all walking around, and there'd be like some woman holding up a sign as she's walking around with the name of the tour on it, or the cruise ship, and they're all like following her around everywhere as she's walking and talking. Because you get a lot of the cruise ship tours that go around the, you know, around Finland and all that kind of area, and then they stop up at Stockholm as one of the stops. So you get about 2 or 3 cruise ships all docked up. People walking around the city with all the, like a big crowd. Well, it looks like we're going to be slightly left of the pyramids. I'm trying to find a height where we actually go towards the pyramids, but the trouble is it's all very random at the minute. 1 minute you can go down to 200 feet and then you'll be going towards the pyramids, and then a little bit later that 200 feet will then turn in a different direction. So it's really hard to gauge which height the wind is, but I think a lot of it is this wind that's just coming from, I other directions that are just gusting you along. So I don't know. As I said, as long as we kind of get near the pyramids. It's just taking me a bit longer than what I thought, but then again I was only kind of pre-calculating before I started the stream where to start, and I thought well, I don't want to get too close to them, otherwise kind of defeats the purpose. But I guess I went a bit too far away from them to start. Maybe half the distance would have been better. Yeah, it's just weird seeing Cairo without a smog. It might be like, as I said, a lot of the wind might come off the desert over there in the summer months, and then that makes the air kind of sandy and smoggy. But today the wind's coming from a different direction, so it might mean that it's a lot nicer, because it could be a summertime thing as well, with being smoggy with the heat and everything. I don't know what the temperature is in Cairo at the minute. I could look, I suppose. But I guess it's not the same as summertime temperatures. Yeah, it's 22. Yeah, I mean, considering that in the summer it's probably what, in the 30s and 40s. So that's probably one reason why it's not as smoggy. Don't really want to land on a motorway though, CK. So let's keep going, shall we? Be nice if we could get more of the pyramids into view as we go. Be nice if we could turn a little bit more to the right here. I haven't dared look to see how much gas we've got left. We must still have quite a bit of gas left. Must be about halfway through. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna risk it. Let's see how much gas we've got. Oh, we are okay. We've got a bit less in there than what I thought. I did fill it up, but yeah, surprised. I think we might have enough to actually get there. I guess I was using a bit more gas than I thought. But that's what I mean. Even filling the gas up on the balloon, you know, you can only get about an hour or so's flight time out of it. Sometimes more, but I did use a lot of gas at the beginning though, before I even left the ground. So that's probably where quite a bit of that gas went, just even before we started. Because I accidentally, while I was doing it, I accidentally pressed the button that opened this up, and then it made it the canopy cool down, so a lot of gas escaped. So I probably lost a little bit just doing that. I want to go more over there though. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to see flight numbers appear. We've got a Gulf Air, I think. I don't know who RBG is though. Gulf Air 71, RBG 590. Wonder who RBG is. I could look it up on Google though. You thought you produce enough gas of your own? No, that's normally if Steam Fan Man's here. You know, he likes to produce all the gas. I don't really like the fact that I'm going more in this direction though, but never mind. As I said, we'll get close to it and then I'll leg it over there. This must be a motorway that they're building, isn't it? Yeah, because it seems to sort of just end in nowhere. Maybe well, at the time the images were made, I mean, they must have been under construction. It seems to just go over there and stop. That looks like that's a road that's heading towards the pyramids, isn't it? Are they building a road that kind of drives straight to the pyramids now, it seems? Or it might even be done already now, I don't know. It just seems to end abruptly. And I doubt it if it goes into a tunnel. Well, it looks like we're going off in a different direction now. More towards the city, but the thing is, there seems to be cars on there. Well, on the photo images. It just seems to just end abruptly. Be interesting to see some images now of that road and see what actually happened to it. Well, I'm going to do a gamble now. I'm going to go up quite high. Well, up to a point and then see if that helps. It might make us go a bit quicker. A lot gustier up here, as you can tell. But 400 meters. It's not really changing our heading though. The only thing that's changing really is the wind speed's getting a little bit higher, but I've got to watch my gas really. But as they say, what comes up must come down. It's interesting that you can see two planes then, and then they vanished again. It's almost like the server went, oh, and then went off again. Yeah, how are we doing? Yeah, we've got about 8 gallons of fuel left now from 40, so yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anywhere we could land anywhere around here. I mean, once we get over this area here, it's going to be mainly buildings, isn't it? And I've got to start going down soon because my gas is starting to get quite low. Once we're down to about, 4 gallons, then like I say, I just wanted to go up to this height and see what the wind was doing up here, but it's just kind of more or less going in the same direction, which is kind of in this direction. I think I should have just started a bit more in that direction, and then we might have flown more towards the pyramids, but it did look for a little while that we were heading towards them, but yeah. Now it looks like we're going more this direction. So it might be a bit of a run. Once we're down on the ground, might take me a little while to run to the pyramids through the streets, but we'll get there. And I hopefully got enough time then. As I said, the stream will be about 3 for the train sim, although it could be a little bit later. It might be between 3 and 4, so... and it should, but the earlier the better, but I'm going to start coming down now, because it's not really doing anything at this height in the direction, so I'm going to start to come down a lot lower now, maybe down to about 100, 200 feet. And then that means that when I run out of gas, or get loads of gas, and at least I can get down more safely, rather than just plummeting out of the sky. So it looks like there's some swimming pools over there. Well, when you're going by the colour. Just about see the Sphinx now. It looks like a dot. So, well, even running it's going to take a while. Wonder how long it'll take me to run there. Hey Noxie. Nice to see you. You actually managed to pop in while I was still like halfway in a stream. I bet you can guess where we are today, even if you didn't read the stream title. And no, we're not flying near Las Vegas. That isn't the Luxor Hotel over there. That's the only clue you get in London. Well, yeah, close. I suppose if you were looking at it from the orbit of Saturn, you could say that it was close enough to be London, I suppose. Right, I need to start adding a little bit more gas now. I was trying to head over to the pyramids, Noxie, but as you can see, we're not exactly on the right course here. So I'm going to try and get as close as I can, and then I'm going to run there. I'm going to run to the pyramids, and then I'm going to run to the top and see what the view looks like. Looks Looks like we're just heading for a motorway at the minute. Right. Not where I want to be. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, it does in 2024 because obviously I can run along the streets. So if I can get as near to them as possible, although I am running out of gas, so at some point I am going to have to get out on luggage. I'll have to run along the streets. I wanted to get a little bit closer, but I was looking at the winds on the weather site, and I was trying to see whereabouts I had to start the balloon flight from, but unfortunately I kind of miscalculated a little bit. So, which is why we're a little bit off where we should be. That's a long way to run, I know. I know. It kind of reminds me of when I went to San Francisco. I went to San Francisco and then I saw the Golden Gate Bridge in the distance and I thought, oh, I could walk there. And then after about 10 minutes, I saw a truck going across it and the truck was like a dot. And then I realised that the Golden Gate Bridge was a little bit bigger than what I thought. So I thought, well, this walk might be a bit of a longer walk. So, yeah. Yes, exactly. I mean, considering that right over there there's like the Sphinx is like a tiny little dot over there. But there we go. But I'm hoping that we might get a little bit closer to it. You know, parallel to it at least. But there we go. Doesn't seem to draw all the buildings in as well, but that's another matter. Right. It'd be good if I could actually turn a little bit. I've been going to different levels of wind height and that to see what the winds are like at different levels, but disappointing. Nah, not too bad. Quite lucky. Normally when I've flown into Cairo in flight sim, it's normally been really smoggy. You can't see anything, just the buildings. Oh, I don't know, there's still a lot here though. But yeah, there is areas where it's kind of not put any buildings down. But the good thing is at least you got the photo tile on top, so if you're a certain height above the ground you probably wouldn't notice it so much. It's only because I'm quite low. You see it more. You thought they could get better definition on them. Yeah, well, it's not a photogrammetry area here, but then that's a good thing. I think sometimes photogrammetry has that horrible melted look. I don't think Cairo and that had a world update, so this is more or less like there's not really been a lot done to it. I mean, the pyramids and that are in there, but I guess if people were flying to Cairo in flight sim, they only want to fly over the pyramids and not really too bothered about the buildings. But sometimes a lot of these buildings, though, they do get a lot more detailed when you get nearer to them. You know, you'll see little details like flower pots on balconies and things, or aerials and satellite dishes on the sides of the roofs and things. So I mean, it's just get that as well. Oh, there's a oh wow, that Gulf Air flight still hasn't landed yet. I guess in the sim it went round and round in circles, like it does. Right, I think we're almost getting to the point where I'm going to have to see if I can find somewhere to land, because we're almost getting parallel to them now. But as you say, Noxie, we're still quite a way away from them. Although the Sphinx now looks a little bit nearer than what it did a few minutes ago. Although it's still quite a distance. There is a road I can see there that's running along here, and that road obviously goes towards the pyramid. So if I can land near that road, at least I know that I can just run along that road and then I'll get to the pyramids. I don't know what Gulf Air's doing. Where's that going? Is it gonna land on the ground now? Probably. It's just a typical AI in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Looks like it's about to. Yeah, I think it landed in the well. That park in front of you next to the road. Yeah, it depends if we actually get there or not, though, Noxie, because the wind is literally taking me wherever. I mean, I can see what you mean. I mean, I'm guessing you mean this here, but we're kind of going off to the side of it. I've got a feeling I might have to just land on a roof. It might be a roof of a building I land on. Then I'll have to leg it up that road. Oh, we're down to almost being out of gas soon. That would have been good over there, that spot over there, which looks a bit like a construction site or something. That would have been a good place to land. Although it looks like now, as we're getting lower, we are turning towards that park again, so we might be lucky. The only good thing is there seems to be like a little area that hasn't got no buildings on it. So I might, if I'm lucky, I might be able to land in there. Yeah. Oh, right, just a little bit before. Ugh. Right. Oh dear. Well, we're down. Uh, right. Let's go. I don't know how long this is going to take. This might take a few minutes. You should be able to see the buildings in close-up, Noxie, as we go by. These buildings here are quite thin. These ones, they're very cheap apartments. These ones, they're from a movie set, I think. You know. It's a very hilly road as well, isn't it? Be funny, wouldn't it, if after a while you hear it going, you know, like it gets tired. Well, you get an achievement. You have run, you know, 2 kilometers. It looks like I'm doing a 10k run now. I feel like I'm playing like PUBG. This is like playing one of these first-person shooter games now. Don't know what that noise is. Oh, there's cars skidding around in the distance. The sounds. I mean, at least you kind of get the feel that you're in with the buildings. You know that it's somewhere like Cairo. Hello, Rob. I tried to do a balloon flight to the pyramids, but we didn't quite make it, so I'm having to run there now. So I'm running to the pyramids. We got about another few miles to go. Oh. Oh, there they are, look. This is the grand tour of Cairo on foot. Well, look, there they are. They're not too far away. We'll get there in about half hour. Just in time for my train sim stream a bit later on today. But anyway. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Rob. I don't know what exactly Alston were doing today, though. But it's a shame that whatever it is they was doing didn't get done, or whatever. Right. Do you think we get there before sunset? It's a shame that you can't just run over to like a little skateboard or something, you know, that they'd randomly place on the ground so you could get on like a little moped or something and go for a ride. I know there's a way you can do it in dev mode, because you can change vehicles in dev mode. So if someone made like a little motorbike you could drive in the sim, then you could like get on a little motorbike and ride it. I know there's like vehicles and that you can get, but I don't have any installed. The Formula 1 car that Innie Builds did, for example, might have been good. Oh, you're disappointed you won't be going to the biggest Railway 200 event due to poor handling of ticket selling. Oh, that's a shame, Rob. Yeah, I can see why you cheesed off, my friend. I would be as well. They could have at least given you a foot scooter. Don't worry, I reckon that things like that will appear over time, Noxie. I think by when Flight Sim 2028 comes out, I don't think it'll be called Flight Sim anymore. I think they want to call it like World Sim, and then it will be your career mode instead of just being things to do with aviation. It'll be, do you want to be a truck driver? Do you want to be a train driver? and then do you want to be a ship captain? And then it'll be like, instead of just focusing on planes, it'll be everything. Well, I mean, I'm dreaming a bit here, but you just, you can kind of see what I mean, though. I mean, there'll be so many sceneries that people will be developing now, which will be all about walking around and experience and stuff. These airport sceneries with all the interiors, well, they'll have it now so that you'll probably run along and, they'll have them even more filled in with things because they'll know that they have this thing now where you can walk around. And I wonder if over time Microsoft will do it so that your character will be able to interact more with things, like pick things up, or click on a door and the door will open. Do you know what I mean? It does. Do you want to be an introvert and hide in your room? Yeah. But I mean, is part of this running around makes you think of PUBG though. I kind of expect there's going to be like some players hiding around that are just going to jump out at me at the minute. Like, part of me wants to go into this house and look to see if there's any chests full of things inside. But yeah, I think Katie was sort of like implying, there's a lot of people that don't like to go out in the outside world. They like to stay indoors. So in a way, would this be like the perfect sim for people that don't like to go out in the real world? They can just explore a virtual world instead. That's what I think Katie was meaning there. Right, how long have we got now? Wow, it's very steep here, isn't it? I wouldn't like to live here. Play a computer game of a computer game. There was a film. There was a film like that actually. It was a very Matrixy film. It was called The Fifth. Is it The Fifth Floor or something? Something like that. And it was basically a guy that was developing virtual worlds. And then he realised that he was actually in a virtual world himself. So he was making a simulation of a world while he was also in a simulation of a world, and he didn't realise until he discovered and found out that he was. Well, they look a little bit bigger than they did like 10 minutes ago, don't they? Just a bit. If you all get bored, just come back in about an hour and see how I'm getting on. Car still look as, yeah, but anyway. I think he must be almost like, oh no, he's got shoes on. You see, if this was like a proper game, this would come up with an achievement now. You have now run 10 kilometres. You got a few things to do. Yeah, there we go. Don't blame you, Noxie. Just skip to the end of the stream a bit later, and you'll be able to see. You'll be able to save yourself a lot of time. Oh dear. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame this isn't like GTA where you could just run over to that car, smash a window and get in it and drive. This is where if I was a school teacher I'd give you all a quiz at the end to say, right then, now I've made it to the pyramids, here's a quiz question. I hope you've all been observing. How many buildings did I run past? And how many palm trees did I run past along the way? Oh, look, that one's got some little curtains in it. None. More than... I thought you were going to write more than 2. I was surprised. I'm a bit shocked. Oh, look, there's some little flowers. Hello, little flowers. Got some daisies and some buttercups. Right, anyway, let's keep going. We'll get there soon. What's the time now, anyway? It's 2:30. Right, okay. Need to hurry up a bit. But hey, landing near this road was really handy because it literally goes in a line straight towards the pyramid. So it was a good job I landed there in the balloon, because I think it would have been a nightmare to try and run up and down streets to try and make my way there. I think this is there. I think this is supposed to be a motorway bridge. Right, let's see if we can actually run on top of it, or we're just going to go through it. No, we actually do run on top of it. It goes over a river. Well, you reckon you got another 20 minutes? Probably. If Egbert was here, he could tell us the exact amount of time it was going to be before I got there. I haven't gone past one shop yet. I can hear roadworks in the distance somewhere. I can hear someone drilling. He lost all his power. I wonder if they have any camels here, by the way. Do you reckon they have any camels? Because you have all these tour guides in reality, don't they? They all have the camels and they all want you to go for a camel ride. I wonder if they have any camels here. I hope my balloon's still there. I wonder if it's blown down the street a bit. I'm not going to go back and check. Maybe that's why I can hear cars beeping, because that's all the cars that will be held up because of the of this balloon just strewn everywhere. There's some storage tanks or something on top of that building over there. Might be generators, maybe. Don't know. Right. Is that a multi-storey car park as well? Yeah. Looks a bit like one. Looks a bit like a multi-storey with just loads of trees for it. Watches as it sails past. Yeah. I think the wind was going in the wrong direction though. You're going to get to the pyramids at sunset, I reckon, because the sun's starting to go down a bit now. Oh, these must be the council buildings over here. Yeah, this is the Cairo council building. Oh no, what's going on here? It's like a fence. Okay. I might have to go left up here because we got like a big barrier. Don't know if I can run through there or not. Oh, I might be able to run through it somewhere. If I can get underneath it over there. Oh, the police are coming. Oh no, I think we're all right. I think we can literally just come over here. Can I carry on down there though, or maybe I have to come across? Right, here we go. I don't think many cars will be able to go under that bridge somehow. Right. Anyone want to have a game of Far Cry? Oh, if it wasn't for the fact that there was a tropical beach, I reckon this would be like Far Cry, wouldn't it, with all these palm trees everywhere? Right. Yeah, exactly, Katie. That'll be for the next one, 2028. Street vendor sim. It's a good job. It's a good job they actually have a running option on this, because if you had to have walked, I would think I wouldn't have bothered. I mean, if I had to just go at this speed. Oh, it looks a bit like a tropical forest. Maybe I should run through here like we're in, like we're playing a, like we're going through a park. I'm just kind of imagining now this is like No Man's Sky, and I've got a jetpack and I can just press a button and then I just keep going through the air. Oh, I think we're getting a lot nearer now. I can start to see the blocks, the individual blocks now almost, so I think we can't be too far away now. Are you watching our streams back again? Right, I think we're here now. I think we're here. Oh. Yeah, here we are. Ta-da! Oh, it's very rocky here, isn't it? Hey, good timing, Noxie. You got it just in time. Are these tour buses over here? That's the 5-star hotel Luxor there that you can stay at. You can buy T-shirts in these shops. There's a shop that sells fans. I think it's Only Fans. It's called. Here you go. You got some fans you can buy. Maybe that's like a hairdresser's or something. Maybe that's where Egbert's went to go and get his hair done. Oh, here's the tour buses. They look a bit like a pacer. This is bus number 30. I bet these are all bus number 30s, aren't they? I wonder if I can climb up here. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I'll be able to climb up this? Or do you reckon it's a no-go? I was hoping I might be able to climb up the side, but I don't know if I'll be able to or not. It looks looks like it's sort of like photogrammetry or something. I don't think it's as climbable as I thought. In fact, it looks a bit nicer from a distance. But anyway, maybe they haven't. Maybe this is like from the 2020, and maybe they're thinking that people can climb. Will be able to, maybe they'll make it a bit more better. I was hoping I was going to be able to run up the side of it, but I guess not. But hey, never mind. We'll have a look around. Maybe there's a secret entrance. Oh, we can go up. We can go up it. We're going up the pyramid. We're going up. Yes, we can do it. What's that? Oh, that's for yeah. If you're wondering what that is, it's I think it's because it's showing the Volanta Aero caches or something. It's not it's not it's not nothing to do with Stargate or anything. Yeah, it's to do with it's an Orbex Aero cache because I've got that installed in the community folder. So I think normally you'd fly through it and then it would like say that you went there or something. But anyway, we're gonna get to the top. Wow, nice view. Is this the biggest one? It is, isn't it? I think. Oh, there we are at the top. Yeah. Oh, that looks scary. Oh, there's the Sphinx over there. Maybe we'll go and check that out as well. Well, that's not a bad view, is it? Look, you can see the shadow of the pyramid there. Got MSC 434, whatever flight that is. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like the little roundabout there. Still no camels though, no camels anywhere. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and then I'm going to run over to the Sphinx over there and then I'll call this stream a day because I need to go eat something and then also I'm going to do a train sim stream in a little while as well. So we'll see how that goes. So let's get back down here. That looks a bit scary. We'll just make our way back down. There's some porta cabins down here. Yeah, it's a good job you don't have health and stamina in this Noxie, because I think it probably would have said I was knackered after that. See, there's like some more pyramids over there though. Half as scary as going down. Do you remember there was a game that you could get which had you walking along edges of buildings and things like skyscrapers. I can't remember the name of it though, and I think it worked in VR as well. It's quite an old game now. I think it came out about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And it came out on the Xbox and the other consoles as well. And you literally had levels where you had to walk along edges of buildings. I'm going to turn the sound up a bit for the sound effects, because it's quite good when he's walking along on the rocks. Wow, it's quite low res textures there. It's like a maze down here, isn't it? Everything looked so like laid out from up above, but now it's like I'm having to run round things. Oh, here it is over there. Like I say, I was hoping to see some camels. I don't know why. It's just because you think about all those tall people that do all the camel rides, and I thought there might have been a couple of camels standing around in here, but hey, never mind. To get a refund. Refund. What's that over there? I feel like Indiana Jones running around here. I wonder if I can go up that. No. Oh no! it's a con. It's just the frame. People are paying to go there, and it's just it's just an illusion. Paper mache, yeah. Yeah. I've just burst through the paper mache. Oh well, never mind. That's quite cool though. I'm glad I got here in the end though, just to have a run around. Oh, there's some floating rocks. I just wanna go over here. See what that is. And then I think I'll call it a day. So yeah. Oh, that's some more amazing floating rocks. I think when they put these rocks in 2020, they probably didn't think there was going to be, you'd be able to run around amongst them. Although the drone, you still have the drone cam though. But I think we're being a bit too nitpicky. Oh look, now you can hear the sound of the running in the sand. Oh yeah, was it Cydonia, Noxie? You know, when they looked down and there looked like a shape of an ape head or something. And the pyramid. Right. The face, yes. Was it Cydonia, wasn't it? Whatever it was called, the region on Mars. It's all gone quiet now, actually. Alright. Right, anyway, I'm gonna just stop here, I think. There we go. Hey, what's that? Is that like a visitor centre that they have there or something? It looks like there's an off... What's that in there? I didn't see that before. What is that? Is it like a building on the side? Do they have that there? Is that like a tourist centre or something that they have on there? No, I'm talking about Cairo. I'm talking about the pyramids, Noxie. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure one day they'll have visitor centres on Mars. I bet you'll be able to go to the site where the when the first Mars rovers landed, and you'll be able to walk around in like a big air bubble thing, and you'll be able to, you know, a bit like on the moon. They'll have like you'll be able to like they'll encase the lunar lander in like a giant dome, and then you'll be able to visit it. You think it's to shield cues from the sun? Oh, okay. I didn't notice it because when I was up there and I came down, I didn't even notice it. So obsessed with going to the thingy. Tourist herding. I love the way Noxie puts it, because it's so truthful in a way, isn't it? Tourist herding. It's a bit like I used to do that in theme park when you used to make those like fences up that the people had to go around in the queues, or you know when you go to an airport to the check-in area and they have all these like little areas that you're supposed to walk around. I must have actually come down on top of this. I mean, what is in it? I wanna. Can I actually go in there? I doubt it. Oh, it's just a con. It's just see-through. What are they? Oh, I guess it has lights, so at night time it lights up. Right. Anyway, never mind. Right. I think I'm going to call it a day anyway. Oh, look, there's a little face in the cloud there. Look at that. Look. That cloud's got a face on it. Well, it had, but it's slowly dissolving. Right. The pyramids look more fun than they do from far away. What does this say? Oh, I'm guessing that says no entry. It's very shiny. It's a very shiny door. Now he is hallucinating. No, look, there's a goat. Look. There's a goat's head. Look, it's disappearing, but you can see that, yeah. Right, anyway. I'm going to head off. I'm going to go have something to eat. I will be streaming a little bit later, though, but Train Sim Classics, so I'll hopefully see you all then. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the balloon flight to near the pyramids and then the last part. I was hoping that I was going to get a bit closer. Right, anyway, I'll catch you all later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye for now. Yeah, no rise, Noxie. See you, Katie. Bye, Noxie. Bye, everyone else. Rob, thanks for popping in. And yeah, see the rest of you soon. Bye.
Trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, gaining the stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time to see